Okay, so with all of the talk of aliens, with Atlas, with the government disclosures over the past few years, I really wanted to touch on this. Now, this is what I perceive, this is what I myself know, and, take it or leave it. We're all throwing ideas out there. But hear me out. What if aliens aren't others? What if aliens are actually us? Our own consciousness after it's done with Earth. Think of Earth as a school, a density, a place where consciousness comes to learn the hardest of lessons: embodiment, emotion, choice, polarity, trauma to wisdom, ego to awareness. And once a soul graduates this curriculum, it doesn't stop existing, it evolves form. It becomes something lighter, less physical, more telepathic, more multidimensional. It becomes a version of consciousness that doesn't need a human body anymore, nor more meat suit needed. That is what we call aliens. Not some random species, not strangers, but future versions of us, the forms consciousness takes after Earth School is complete. This is why sightings always happen at turning points in history, why they show up during spiritual awakenings, global crises, major shift in consciousness. It's also why they haven't tried to invade or conquer, because you don't conquer your past self, you guide it. Now, in this theory, first contact is actually last contact. They're not here to study us. They're here to check on the versions of themselves that lives or lived in density. Think about it. If we go off of some of the things that are said and some of the things that we have out there, they care about nuclear weapons because they remember fear. They care about our planet because they remember how fragile the transition is. There's telepathic communication because that's where we're headed. They move through time because time isn't linear at higher levels of consciousness. It is a fabric, like a cube of fabric, like a mattress, and waves. It's a horrible description, but I'm hoping someone's picking that up. And this inner feeling some of us get, that weird familiarity or the sense that they're watching over us. That's why. You're sensing your own future consciousness reaching back through the fabric of space-time. So the theory is this: aliens are not visitors from elsewhere. I mean, they are elsewhere, but it's not like that. They're us, evolved, star-formed version of humanity that exists after we finish our work here. And every time the veil thins, or your intuition spikes, or the sky feels full, you're not being contacted by something foreign. You're being remembered by who and what you become. Now, this is the point where people usually say, what about abductions? Well, I've heard abduction stories in two different ways, always. One, from a place of fear, and those stories are always spoken from a place of fear, terrified. Two, from a place of love and curiosity, and those stories are rather different. I don't think abductions exist in the way we think we do if we take our lens of fear off. It's just like, if the lens of fear is on something, it really blows a lot of things out. But if you take that fear lens off, things are viewed differently. All right. That's it. That's what I've got. I hope y'all enjoyed, or not. I don't really care. Aliens. I wish I had the big hair, that guy. Aliens.